Good morning, students. Hope all is well. And I keep up the good work in your online. I've been very pleased with your progress, especially through chapters 1 and 2. There were some problems that some students were having some difficulty with. I wanted to go over those with you together. One of those was the idea of adding fractions with unlike denominators. I wanted to reassure you that's a typical problem that most students have. What I wanted to do is look at an example that seemed to baffle a lot of students, see if we can shed some light on it and hopefully get some good results. So let's look at a demonstration of adding two fractions with unlike denominators, 1/2 plus 1/3. What we'd like to do first of all is remember what LCD abbreviates, that we're unable to add two fractions together until they have the same denominator. So the lowest common denominator in this case is the smallest number that both of these will go into evenly. Now sometimes it's easy to find the lowest common denominator by just writing out the multiples of each one of the numbers in the denominators and finding out the first one that matches. So if I asked you to write out the first few multiples of the number 2, you'd say 2, 4, 6, and the first few multiples of the number 3, 3, 6, and 9. Now we notice that the first matching number is the number 6. So the number 6 will be the denominator of the new fraction, so that we will allow it to be added together. So we'll write both fractions with a denominator of 6 below. However, if we were to leave, I need to erase this part right here. Let's see if that possibly works out here in just a little bit. Let me go ahead and just erase this one here. My apologies, students. And so what I'd like to do is to try to figure out what I would multiply both of these by in order to make a 6. Notice that it has to be the same number that you're multiplying them by. 3 over 3. 3 times 2 in the denominator gives us the 6. And then 3 times 1 is, of course, 3, which is our new numerator. Now for this one, we need to find the number that we multiply by 2 that gives us, or multiply by 3 that gives us 6, which would be 2. Multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. Has to be the same number, numerator and denominator. 2 times 1 is 2. And then just kind of ignore this, this 1 right here. See if I can erase this for you there, students. If I put a white here, it might make this white out. Yeah, it did. So that makes it a little clearer for you there, students. My apologies. And I'll go back up here to brushes. Now, once the numerators are the same, we need only to go ahead and denominators are the same. We need only to go ahead and to add the numerators together. Now let me go ahead and get a brush here that works. So I guess this one doesn't. So let me go ahead, I'll select a new color here. And so we have, oops, kind of a wide brush there. So let me get a little bit of a narrower one there for you. And I get kind of a narrower brush. There we go. So that would be equal to 3 plus 2. But we don't want to add the 6's together. We don't want to say 6 plus 6 is 12, because remember, when you're adding two fractions together, you need to leave the denominators alone. And then we have 3 plus 2 is 5 over 6, which is the correct answer. So thanks for your good work, students. Hopefully this video makes sense to you. Hope to be visiting you again pretty soon, and like I mentioned, keep up the good work.